Klaus, thanks very much for joining us. First up, what are the implications of Warren Buffett's visit to the BYD factory?
Yeah, good morning, Rish. Yeah, I think BYD is getting definitely a little bit visibility again in the market, and the presence of Warren Buffett here in China should, in the first place, help the company to regain a little bit confidence, because what's happening at the moment is that it seems that the BYD has lost a little bit momentum. The market is quite disappointed simply because it is not delivering on the promises that it has made, and this is why it is certainly important at this point that Warren Buffett is just backing the company. But having said this, the problems I think that BYD is heading into are not over. Interestingly, the company is doing until now quite well, because they have the best sold model in the market. They have grown in 2010 by 45%, which is basically the market average. But the sales are currently slowing and sliding, and the question is what will happen in the future.
Is its over-reliance on battery technology and electric vehicles that it is aiming to be producing one of the reasons why the company seems to be stumbling a little bit as it really plays catch-up with that technology?
Well, I think there are two issues here. The one issue is that, yes, the reputation of BYD has been built on the claim that they will be leaders in the development of alternative energy vehicles. So in reality, BYD has failed to deliver that one, because until now you cannot buy any hybrid vehicle or any electric vehicle from the company. But the second point is also that electric vehicle and alternative energies is just one part, because in order to be successful in the market, you need also to have conventional technology vehicles. So currently, BYD is banking very much on the F3 model, but overall speaking, they have a very narrow product range, and they are very much in the low segment of the market. And this low segment of the market is extremely competitive. So as market incentives and government incentives are phased out slowly, there is nothing that BYD has to build on, because now what they have is slowing down, and they won't have a broad range of alternative models, different models to propose to the consumers. So I think there are two issues. The one issue is the current technology and the current product range that they have, and the second issue is yet that they have promised a lot in terms of alternative energy vehicles, but they are not able to deliver at this point.
Klaus, you're not exactly painting an optimistic picture for this. In fact, you're making perhaps anybody considering investing in here run the other way.
Well, the truth is that BYD is really an interesting story here, because there's no doubt about the fact that electric vehicles will be more important, and specifically in China, the electric vehicle market will be more important even than probably in the other markets, because predictions are that in 2020 you would have 20% of vehicles sold are alternative energy vehicles, including electric vehicles. And BYD certainly is in a very good position, because they have a lot of know-how in terms of battery production. They also have invested just recently into a lithium miner, which is a sort of vertical approach, because it will help them to optimize their production of batteries. So overall speaking, I think BYD is in a relative good position to be a leader in the market. However, what we see is that there is a lot of promises made in the past, and I think we have come now to a sort of moment of truth for BYD, that they also can deliver on what they are promising. And this is why it will depend a lot on what happens in the next weeks, that we can be confident into BYD and probably invest into BYD. Klaus, and this is why it is important that Warren Buffett, of course, is backing.
Klaus, we're out of time.